Bomb planted safe and sound, and Eternal Fire took some time to respond, but finally they'll get into position. They do have that kit, and wox6 ready for the aggression.
Oh, he gets one, but it's his teammate more that has to follow up with a follow-up kill, and xantares has got himself back in jungle, being pressured by Jetco, but xantares will bring him down. Is now on shock. First headshot's good, but gets cleared out by xFloud. It will be Eternal Fire.
Well-timed molly to slow things down, but it is a split onto this B site. That's something Eternal Fire have to be aware of. I think Emil's watching for it, and he is successful on the spray. That's what they needed.
Lovely shutdown, and it really comes back down to that Molotov up in towards the apartments. Really takes away some of the sting to the fight. Sucks. Oh, Oscar trying his best, but just one kill for him, and more brings him down. 3 kills in the round for him.
Eternal Fire. I think it is important that they show that they can step up early on, and now against the Deegs, they could have some issues because Calix has been picked off early.
Yeah, shock. Lovely headshot coming into the start of this game, and that is certainly something I want to see more of. xantares gets caught in position, and now Sinners have a chance in towards the site as they leap out of Palace. They put pressure on towards the bomb site. Zeko is about to be found by wox6, no problem here. wox6 just tracking his prey down. It's an easy kill for the MP9 from behind. The bomb has gone down, and that's exactly what Sinners intended upon finding. And maybe even more here, because they've got a follow-up kill, and now suddenly it's just xFloud and wox6. And wox6 was previously noted to be towards T-spawn, and he does not want to come from that same position. Goes back into middle, sets up the flashes. Damage done at least onto Oscar, but this time is starting to tick. Eternal Fire have to get back into the site. There's a flank from Neophrite, but xFloud, he reads it, he turns behind, and it's all on Beestick in the 1 versus 2. This time it is ticking, and Beestick has the position. He can end it all the lineup on the headshot, and Sinners win the round. There's no time for the defuse. That is ridiculous from the Sinners to win.
The B apartments. Well, this could be a quick one.
Flashes Molly's going up to try and hold off this quicker play. It's not going to work out entirely, but they haven't crossed the site just yet, and that's going to allow more just to hold back from short. So far, so good on the first 2 picks, and reloads at the wrong time as Oscar swings into his crosshair. Demore has done well just to bring the numbers down to a 3 versus 3. Bomb will go down. Flank from xantares coming through the apartments, and in the meantime, Calix has already started to dwindle the numbers inside of the site. And through the smoke, he's trying to get the lineup. Here's xantares now coming out of the apartments. His teammate Calix still taking most of the kills. xantares will find the final headshot to close out the round. These B hits haven't been too effective for Sinners. And a lot of the time, Eternal Fire very good at getting these initial picks, and more in particular, but this time he's down. So xFloud, the newest addition, has to try and hold the B site. It's just not going to happen for him. Gets shredded as Sinners will take the B site. It's got to be the safe call here for Eternal Fire. They don't have much money. And the AWP in the hands of wox6 is now the only remaining weapon. Calix's head now topples and rolls across the floor, and wox6 is under a lot of pressure, being held from all angles. They know exactly where he is, and getting rid of this AWP would be a disaster for Eternal Fire. wox6 gets 1 pick. They're still trying to eliminate him. Some nice shots, but eventually will go down. Just too many points up in value.
Very valuable now. Yeah.
Well,
if you're a bad boy your whole life and you just kept all your
you'd be rich.
You'd be doing well.
Lovely start for the double op, and more and wox6 finding 2 kills to begin off. 2-man deficit with no real map control. You've got to really hope this timing works out for Neophrite, and wox6 is so quick. That is a lovely shot from the AWP. And now shock on his op, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, I was saying how I liked the way Sinners...
What?
Gun barrel. Cheeky.
Yo, what are you doing?
Okay. That's a free pick.
Thank you very much.
Give too many of those away.
A little Christmas gift from Amor.
This next fight could actually open up the round if Beestick wins this. And he will. And now there are opportunities because the CTs have to stay spread.
Yeah, shock is still split up. His teammates started to come through, but that smoke... He knows he can just walk through it because shock is on the other side, but he's been spotted. A wider angle taken by xFloud, and now it is all onto Beestick. If he opens this up, there's a chance for the 1v1s, and he's hopping out the window, trying to get the fight. xFloud trying to draw him into the crosshair, and that's what'll happen. Good positioning there. We'll see if this works out. It looks like they're fully aware of this Eternal Fire. They have players in position. Rotation should come eventually as well, but that bomb is already down. Oh my god, lovely shot from shock. Calix completely bamboozled by that one. He'll have whiplash going into the next round. Flash over the top as Zedko pushes CT. Spots out wox6, tries to do damage. He's done damage, but he's now caught in the open, and that allows the rifle of xFloud to swing into him. Oscar tries to take a risk. Smoke up into Palace, flash in as well, but no chaos or space being created at all. In fact, it's just easy kills for the Sinners. Another one picked up for Oscar. Now one more on Woxic on the double up setup. How do you retake a site with this? You just don't. And it's done. 6 rounds for the Sinners. A lovely A execute to get them. Oh, and this ramp play, this could be exciting for Eternal Fire if it goes their way. And Calix, it looked like he was not favored to win that fight, but comes out of it anyway. And Moore finds one in from ladder room, and it's a quick play here from Sinners, trying to get up through short. And Tara is already trying to get back over to this B site. Woxic's being found, and now it's just 3 players left on each side.
Frag needs some help, and it will finally come. They've got a flank going too. They've got a flank from shox, and no one's watching it.
This is it. shox comes in with a headshot. xFloud is looking the right way, and he'll walk away with a headshot. xFloud needs to do a lot of heavy lifting here. He's separated from his teammate, and xFloud's find another one. That's the bomb down, and now Oscar has to clutch. 4 seconds, not enough time for the plant, so he has to go for kills, and there's no time to win that either. On the other side of the map, Calix wits at A.
Back on A. Eternal Fire is so ready for this.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Sinners. They've had a couple of good executes, but the amount of players here, they've got to check Underwood and Ninja. There's just so many positions you can neglect to check. And for that, xFloud is about to find himself a 13th kill. No problem. Bomb down. Follow-up kill was available to xFloud, but the kills are coming back, and shox gets the double. Sprays away onto the second at stairs, and Sinners somehow turn that in their favor on the site.
I think shox just took that sniper to look for the pick towards mid, but it's this A play again, and Woxic needs some help.
Oh, Neo Frag, okay. Brilliant double on a Calix and xantares. Woxic down as well. And Sinners have found that if they just run over the A site, the bulldozer can make its way through. And Moore tries to swing for the fight, just couldn't get it done. Not enough done here on the A defense from Eternal Fire in this half, and that's going to leave them up to 10-5 in this last round. xFloud waits for aggression, waits for a mistake to come through from Sinners, and here's the solo player. Zetko down first. And that time is starting to tick, so xFloud has to clear out so many positions. Flash into CT, and Neo Frag will close it. 10-5 half for the Sinners as they are here, and it's Oscar going aggressive into Palace. Here comes the Eternal Fire, full executing towards the A site. Oscar really needs at least one pick here to make his team comfortable, and he won't pick it up.
Oh, Neo Frag tried to go through the smoke to assist him, but those smokes were cutting it off. Even CT control being taken by Eternal Fire. They are setting up this post-plant perfectly.
Yeah, smoke will start to fade away. And Moore's plays position at CT spawn in xantares. Goes back in towards the ramp room. We'll find the flank of shox. That flank from shox could have provided something, but xantares turns around and finds it. And now the 2 remaining EP, the rifle playing in front of him, the form of shox, but who is very low on health. So he'll be watching for the Palace play, which means Oscar's going to be under a lot of pressure from multiple angles. And shox, he's got one. Oscar backs him up, but the play from connectors already started to come through. And Oscar's going to miss the first pick. Smoke up, but he's read the read. He's got the read on xantares, but can't hit the shot. xantares brings him down. The re-peek from Oscar may be a little ill-advised, as now it puts his team into the 3 versus 2. They're a man down into this, and a double up potentially onto the save call here. They have to be careful because...
And now this game is back in contention. Eternal Fire have brought us back to a 10-9 scoreline, and that's a fight that Woxic will take all day long. Easy early frag.
And Oscar now, nice little boost. A lot of teams are doing that boost now down in the underpass. It's just so good to peer in behind that smoke. It's very difficult to spot the CT's head. Oh, he just kind of loses his head a little bit. You know, go for a few repeats he shouldn't be going for. 2 rounds in a row. Lovely shot from shox. Now just down into the 2 versus 3. B6 Deagle has drawn the numbers back in favor of Sinners as shox is going to go again. A follow-up kill for him, and now suddenly it's all in and Moore. And he's got that opportunity onto shox, who should not be taking this kill. And Moore's got an easy pick. He knows he's got it locked in, but he's looking for a follow-up instead. He's just waiting as he now jumps over the stairs. Beautiful play here from Moore. Going in for the second, but Zetko will bring him down. Yeah, it's relative, isn't it?
Exactly.
Ooh. B-stick. Trying to preempt for the play into the B side, which has already happened. xFloud has gone past his crosshair. Thought Zetko would have helped him out there, but B-stick does go down, and a little hole in the defense has just been opened wider by xFloud's headshot onto shox. Luckily, Neofry trades it out quickly, but now the numbers are starting to dwindle extremely quickly here for Sinners. It's down to Zetko to make a play here. He should have had a little bit more initial success, but I think from his angle, he just has been a little bit unlucky about the timings of when the players come into his crosshair, but he's making up for it now. 2 kills for Zedko, and it's all on woxic inside the apartments. Molotov to try and keep him back. Good position as Zedko comes in with a 4K.
On A, may need some help soon.
Yeah, woxic's about to flash xantares in towards the peak at ramp. Xantares going to charge forward. Shock gets caught by the flashbang. Gets a little bit forced back, and that allows the power swing of Calyx to bring him down. Zedko and Beestick now into the recovery mission. 8 seconds left. Bomb plant needs to start coming through, and just will in the nick of time. Eternal Fire find all of the picks, and in the end, the bomb plant doesn't even matter. It's 12-11. Apartments is about to fall. Zedko is executed in public in 3. Never mind, he ruined it. 4, 2-1. There we go. Perfect time, Hulk. Calculated. As now the B play from Eternal Fire certainly looking to be calculated as well. Neofrag trying his best to let them cross and take the pick, but it's woxic that's caught that AWP. And this is such an easy round from Eternal Fire. They're just so cool and collected. Every player staying. 13-12 is now the score.
Eternal Fire about to take the lead. And if you watch much of this team, you know that Emor is definitely someone who is Beestick sticking around here, just seeing if Eternal Fire maybe have left the bomb too soon, but that time is too far gone at this point. It's just about the exit kills from Sinners, which they will find. Every single kill goes the way of Sinners, but the round goes the way of Eternal Fire. Pressure on them. Both teams do. Neither side having much money in the bank. You can see the loss bonus at the top of your screen, not high for either side. And so Eternal Fire looking for the round on the fast A play. Zedko still in possession. Good kill from him, and Shock could be here to help.
Shock's going to hold back. Gets caught. Calyx and Xantares bring them down, and now Beestick and Oscar have the recovery mission to put 14 on the board for Sinners. But Eternal Fire have every advantage possible. A little bit more potent. But at this range, you don't really favor it against any of the better weapons in play. Beasty's got to hope he can catch the timing, and he nearly does. Take down Xantares, but it's all on Oscar, and he gets caught. The SG of all weapons bringing forward Beestick. If Emor can spot this info, which he should now, call to his B Apartments players that want to speed up this attack. They're starting to come into play. Emor's hunting them down from short. This is a huge chance now for Eternal Fire to crack open this B defense. But the CTs have found the kills, and Oscar's got back into position. He's missed that shot in the apartment play, and the rifle down below the window should be causing problems, but Calyx has overrun it. Shox got back in to try and help out Oscar, and that bomb has not crossed to the site yet. Zatara is able to glean the head, but it's all on Oscar now. 1 versus 2 needed for the talisman of the team, and he's found 1 and a second as well. Oscar with a no-scope. It's a headshot that keeps 14 rounds on the board for Sinners.
Xantares over the top, and then confident that the no-scope will deliver, but despite that round win, Sinners actually still have a couple of weak weapons, and they've lost Oscar at the start of this round.
Yeah, the big man out of play. Shock tries to step up and take the mantle for 2, but he's just unable to get the second kill off. Neofrag's AWP, you often can see. We've got 1 now inside the ramp as well with X-Flower, but the bomb's not planted for any of them. The bomb is a default. If they can get across to it, that would put pressure onto the T's, but they're not crumbling just yet. But now they're onto the bomb. It's on the rifle of Xantares to try and get in position. Defuse coming through, but it will not be connected. 16-14, Eternal Fire will take Mirage. What a first game of Counter-Strike.
Towards A, and Sinners are still undecided.
Oh, Xantares is starting to get a little bit more aggressive, and that is going to work out. 1 pick for him. Second in as well as Beestick commits to the refrag and couldn't come out with it. Goes around the edge of the smoke, but that coffin smoke up is really helping the Sinners out now. You can see how impactful this utility can be, but look how quick Eternal Fire have been on these rotations, Hawk. They've even got the banana player close by, and that's going to be woxic with a quick pick. Neofrag and Zedko now into the 2v4, and they're pulling kills back themselves. It's all in Zedko playing from new box. A strong position, but X-Flout is stronger on the headshot. Eternal Fire
Takes over. That's going to make things tricky here on the B-hold.
Ooh. Emor is starting to hold his angle. The first orange is with the MP9. X-Flout comes in with a triple kill. The FAMAS brings down 3. Oscar and Neofrag into the 2 versus 3 now. Xantares is starting to come in from banana. That extra player is expendable. And sometimes you can neglect to think about the banana play. xantares for that will punish them. As woxi comes in for the final pick, it's Eternal Fire who have their second round. It's another player you've got to worry about. So they try and flash him off. They are ready for the potential second player, and they're going to Molotov him out of the cubby as well. xantares forced into the fight, comes away with the first pick, and nearly gets away with a second spray down onto Oscar. He has to take a passive position because of that, and now he goes for the peek out and gets the right timing. xantares drops the bomb, and now really, they've actually hit that shot through the wall of pit onto Calyx. But the problem is there's still players inside of the site right now for Sinners to try and deal with, and that MP9 alongside the peek of xantares is enough to bring them down. First oranges. Sinners really need to make this attack work. They need to bring down xFloud before he does too much damage to them, because he has a second player in below him that can peek out alongside of it. But Sinners are running it back to the A site, trying to go back in for the final A play. Woxi from pit, such a strong position and such a strong AWPer with a weapon in his hands. He's found one, and Setco luckily starting to come alive himself. 2 kills, and Oscar plays for the library. It's one, and he knows exactly where the second player is. He started to connect onto him, but xantares is starting to win this round now for Eternal Fire. He's done it! What a clutch for xantares, and a 2K gives his team another round. Previous round.
Yeah, Amo's getting caught on banana a couple of times now. That could be a window going forwards. There's shox sitting in the smoke, and he can just pop straight onto this A site. There's no one here to stop him.
Well, there is woxi nearby. He can't do much about it. In fact, the mid play is what he's worried about, and he's going aggressive. Oh, he might just find himself one here, but there's 2 players in the middle, and that's going to allow one. The information out of the second player's woxi hangs around. woxi is still lurking around. woxi still trying to find something, but with that kill, I don't think they can.
Yeah. Oscar. Or woxi, I should say.
Yeah, woxi's going to have to change up that position, but he's so active as an AWP player. You know, he's just so willing to change up his position, and that can catch the T's off guard, and he nearly turns around again. But it's the 2 rifles in sight that really need to do a lot. He knows xantares is in position. He's going to come away with one, but frags killed his own teammate. Oscar down, and a 2 versus 2. A shot goes back into the apartment. xFloud gets caught. That's all on Emo. 1 versus 2. Playing from short side, he's got to pull off this clutch, the retake. The molly's good up towards the balcony, but it actually is dipped a little more shallow than he would have hoped for. Actually makes his position more uncomfortable. xantares is low.
The nice thing for Eternal Fire is they can leave that up solo holding B and have this stack in place.
And Calyx is in a good position with a crossfire alongside xantares. It's going to work out for 2 for Calyx. What a shot from Oscar. He's looking for another, and Oscar's picked it up. It's suddenly a 1 versus 1. Another clutch for Oscar in this series, and it's Oscar's playground. AWP looking the wrong way at the time being, but Oscar's got in position, gets the molly out, missed shot from Amor, and the no-scope again. Oscar with the 3rd round, and another clutch from the Czech sniper.
Much better than my crypto return on investment. I'm
but
sad.
Not cold.
I bought the wrong time.
If you get it for Christmas, Hawker. You bought it the wrong time, Hawker, but you'll learn. You'll learn. Hodl, my friend, hodl.
Of course.
Never sell.
Never.
What's the point? Flashbang in towards pit. Calyx again, same position, and it's delivered 1. Probably would have liked a little bit more out of that. Shot quickly turns back and hits the headshot as we go under 1 minute on this clock. Bomb still not planted, but will be committed to now. Oscar worried about the mid-flank spots, nothing, so goes back and might just catch xFloud and separates it now into the 1 versus 2. And more once again, give it a difficult retake, and he gets caught from the pitch. Shock brings him down, and
now Woxig likes to take a fair few of those opening fights. But if you commit that heavily down mid and miss the shot, you can be in trouble. xantares with the lineup. It's actually a team kill in there to help him out. And just like that, Eternal Fire take the man advantage.
And Calyx has a gap at the side of the pit smoke. The bomb about to cross, but he smoked off Calyx completely in behind the smoke. Peers up into the side itself. Headshot connected. And now just Shock. Clutch potential here for Shock. He's been fantastic so far. He needs to start gleaming a couple of kills quickly and limiting the numbers that the CTs currently hold. But it comes down to the timing where he smokes up. Calyx down below him in pit. Spotted. The AK takes that first job. Now jumps down into pit and has more cover to play with. His position will be so strong when he comes out of the balcony. Shock's attention has been drawn away towards library, and that balcony play is about to come out. And more comes around the backside, and Shock is taken out.
Looks like. Oh, those nades, so good.
Oh. The peek out from Amor. Good flash. That's going to allow 2 kills, and Oscar luckily snaps back before the third can be added to the collection. They would have to run back and collect that bomb, so very unlikely round win. And it looks impossible now. Oscar would have to pull off a 1v4 with no bomb on his back and going 7 rounds deep into the game. So, good recovery. That barrel spotted. xantarespeek around the corner, and we'll bring him down. 9-6 half for Eternal Fires to lead the way here on Inferno.
I think it's enough for them to be competitive, but at the same time, Eternal Fire can just run hot at any time, and Xantares is proving that with the P250 in his hands early.
Yeah, well, certainly not making a liar out of U-Haul, because Xantares off to a flying start. Shock peeks out with the CZ. There's 2 players still on this B side, though. Will they be expecting that? Xantares coming in with another, but Shock, what a great game he's having. He's got another 2 kills out of the CZ. He's up to 18 kills now. Calyx next Floud in position. Bomb not down yet, though, and Oscar is coming with a headshot. You really want to try and get a bomb plant here at a minimum, but Calyx looks to try and win the round instead. Taps to pull Oscar into the fight. I know Calyx, the first bullet accuracy is not good, but certainly will follow up. It is 10-6. Eternal Fire win the pistol.
That's at the ready. V-stick charging down. The flash has come through. He's run into the opponents who are jumping up on the hay bale. Evil goes through the smoke for 2 kills, but finally Oscar trades it back. It's just chaos.
This round is mental. This round is just straight up mental. Coming in from both sides. Beast, they're getting aggressive. Down Banana, just be more swinging through the smoke. Now it's Zedko to try and pull it back here for the Sinners. Oh, he needed that pick, but now they know exactly where he is, and he gets swung Xantarespeek yet again as Oscar into the 1 versus 3. Now, he's had a couple of clutches throughout this game so far. We'll see if he can do it again. This time, it's very difficult. He's got to try and... Oh, he needed that. He's going to get swung on from the pit now. Xantares brings him down.
Oscar's still playing close with the AWP. This is a scary spot. He has no rifle assistance right now. He's screwed.
Oh, yeah, Oscar's down. Imor just swings into top middle and eliminates him from the round as we now go into the advantage for Eternal Fire. Here they commit around the A-Wrap. It looks like it's certainly going to be coming through, and Zedko, while blinded, jumps up onto the bicycle.
Eternal Fire are just going to try and pop through that top mid smoke, especially once they started to hear the utility that was deployed onto Banana. There were 3 mollies put there by Sinners. So they go for the quick pop into top mid, some quick kills, win them the round. And now it's all about trying to save these guns for Sinners, and they may not even be allowed to do that. Just B-Stick surviving in towards Ruins. It's a 15-6 scoreline.
And a control being established by Imor. Aggressive play from Zedko. In fact, a lot of Sinners playing aggressive in towards A, and Imor not the greatest play. Ends up running through the fire, gets taken out. X-Floud looking for the trade kill, but hasn't been able to take it.
Jump. Oh, I love that boost too. Both players in the apartments do pretty well for themselves.
Neofrag is low on health. But here comes the play. In towards the site, Neofrag's dropped down in towards CT, swing out, X-Floud with 1, but Neofrag, even on low health, able to swing for the double Zerk. He's got himself an opening. He's angry that he's blinded, so spraying all of his bullets away, but Sinners again just getting this apartment's control, but this time Calyx holding more passively gets caught. But the aggressive play of Zedko through the apartment's window, and now Beast being rattled with bullets, peppered down, too much seasoning, he's out of play, and now it's looking like Eternal Fire are in prime position to try and take this.
I mean, it's so hard for Sinners here. They'll finally figure it out, but the retake is going to have to be flawless, and it doesn't look likely.
Yeah, no 30 bomb for Xantares here. Oscar having to pull off a 1v3, and X-Floud is just keeping him on the other side of the map. 16-7, Eternal Fire will take their win, and they are able to come through.